Hello everybody, my name is Cam, and today we're going to be talking about dialectical behavioral therapy. Dialectical behavioral therapy it's really an ancient art. It was something that was used in ancient Eastern philosophy that has been a part of the Eastern world for for thousands of years. That the Western world has just adopted within the 20th to 21st century, and that we call it radical acceptance of dialectical behavioral therapy. So radical acceptance is a part of dialectical behavioral therapy in which the patient really understands, dissects, and at the core root of their being accepts something that really bothers them or that they cannot change or that it's going to take a long time to change. A lot of people I know have struggled with radical acceptance. Maybe a tattoo they don't like, whether it be a job situation or a death in the family or a permanent change in their life that they just have to go through. Many people I know go through this, and I've talked to those people. I've dissected what's wrong, what's going on with them, and I'm here to give you my experiences, not my experiences, but the experience I've talked about with other people. Because I've also had to radically accept things in my life because I have done research on DBT, and I have went through DBT sessions. So I know enough to talk about it. So radical acceptance is really accepting something at the core, out at the core of your being, no matter how angry it gets you, how sad it gets you, how emotional it gets you, how it makes you feel. You fully accept reality for what it is. You bite the bullet, and you fully accept. Over time, it'll get better, but in the beginning, it will. In the beginning, it will hurt. So, for an example, I know a person who, one of my longtime friends from high school, they got a tattoo they didn't like. They put a lot into that tattoo. They had the person. They did a lot of research on the person. A lot of research on the person they wanted to do the tattoo, and for some reason, the tattoo just didn't come out how they wanted it. He told me when he got it, he was really angry, and he just put it on his arm. He really wanted it, but in the moment, he really wanted it for months. But the moment he got it, he was mad. He was just upset. But he did. This was not. This was something that he did think about for months. He got the tattoo. He told me it was a little darker than what he expected, and his OCD clung onto it and said, "You know what? Hey, this tattoo is ugly. It's not as good as your other ones. It is. It is. It's too dark. It's not. It doesn't look good enough. What do other people think?" And that's what his OCD, because he also has OCD, and that's the OCD clung onto. And that'll be another video about OCD. OCD clings onto certain things that that are in your life that just affect you and that affect you negatively. That affects you negatively for 1 hour or more a day. Um, so he told me that this tattoo was ugly. He didn't like it. He didn't know if anyone else liked it. He wanted it to be beautiful because it was for his grandmother, and he struggled for years. For years, he got the tattoo in 2015. It is now 2020. I talked to him recently. He said he is now just getting over it. He told me the power radical acceptance had. For years, he couldn't leave the house. He wore long sleeve shirts. He went to a treatment center for anxiety to get this under wraps. He just could not conquer this issue. This issue ate at him. He couldn't sleep. He was looking at the tattoo in the mirror every single day. And I tried to give him my advice, but nothing helped. So eventually, he went to a program at UC Davis, a local college, a local UC in the area. He went there, and he went to this program, and this program really got him to understand what radical acceptance was. And he told me, "Wow, Cam, this is really changing my life. I don't like it. I don't like this tattoo. It doesn't make me feel better that I have it. But you know what? I have it. It is reality, and it's always going to be there." You know what I mean? And it doesn't look bad to me. The tattoo looks fine. But that's his OCD in his head that's telling him it doesn't look good. To me, it looks fine. To everybody else, it looks fine. It's a good looking tattoo. But in his mind, OCD, he's saying, you know what, it looks bad. That's his OCD taking over. Because when you have OCD, it's hard to differ OCD from reality. And, you know, he radically accepted. And now he wears short sleeve shirts. He leaves the house. He goes to therapy just for maintenance. Radical acceptance is a tool in your arsenal that you use to self-improve and to become your best self. Radical acceptance is something that the ancient Eastern cultures, have always used and have always practiced, but now it is now becoming into the 20th, 21st century Western society, and it is doing wonders for people. We have to become more peaceful with ourselves. We have to love ourselves and be more compassionate. Dr. Kristen Neff has a book called Self Compassion or Self Love. I believe it's called Self Compassion. It goes in depth about loving yourself and treating yourself as you would treat others. So, just to rewrap again, radical acceptance is accepting at the most intense level things that you don't like, things that can't change, things that you will change, or things that take a long time to change, and you really accept that, you digest it, you swallow it, and you take anything that comes with it, any emotion, any anger, any feeling with it, and you continue to go